What's up guys, Shane Starnes here, and with the Snapdragon 855 processor and 8 GB of RAM, the Galaxy S10 is one of the fastest phones on the market, but did you know that you can actually make it even faster than how it comes out of the box? In this video, I'm going to show you guys how to activate beast mode on the Galaxy S10 and Galaxy S10 Plus. Let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so if we jump into our settings, and then if we go into our device care, and you take a look at storage, this is a brand new phone, and it's showing only 98 gigabytes of free storage on a phone that came with 128 gigabytes of storage. You can see the 29 gigabytes are in use. 6 gigabytes of that is in apps, and I haven't really installed a ton of apps on this phone. So the first thing you'll want to do is go ahead and remove all of the extra bloatware apps. This is the AT&T version of the Galaxy S10 Plus, so it does include lots of extra apps that I didn't really necessarily download for myself, from probably apps that I won't use, so you'll go ahead and remove those first. Okay, so right away you'll see that there is an AT&T app drawer. If you're going to use some of this, like I might use my AT&T app to pay my bill, but other things here like setup and transfer, I'm not going to use that. I can disable this. Now, when you disable it, it's going to disappear. It's still going to take up storage because it's still on your phone. It's not going to be able to run in the background on its own, so you don't have to worry about it taking up RAM. It just may still take up a little bit of storage. AT&T Smart Wi-Fi, I probably won't be using that. Probably won't be using mobile security, and you guys kind of get the picture. Now, if we scroll over here, this Game of Thrones Conquest, I certainly didn't download that, so I'll go ahead and disable it. I'm not going to use CNN for Samsung. Can disable that. So a lot of these I'm finding here. Bleacher Report is another one that I didn't install. It's only giving me the option to disable it. It's not actually giving me the option to fully uninstall some of those apps, but at least they're not going to be running in the background. So while you're removing apps, you can go ahead and remove apps that may be taking up more resources than you thought they would. So the way that you're going to find out which applications are using the most resources or the ones that are running in the background is you're going to jump into your settings, go all the way down to About Phone, and then you're going to go into Software Information. Then you will find the build number. Click on that 7 times. That's going to unlock developer mode. So if you go back and back again, you should now have this developer options. From here, you're going to jump into running services. This is going to show you everything that's running in the background on your phone. So here, the DirecTV remote is running in the background. SmartThings is running. These are applications that I've never once opened on my phone, but yet they are running in the background and taking up some of my RAM. Samsung Pay, I've never opened it. Wear OS, I've never opened it. If these are applications that you would never use, go ahead and get rid of them. That way they're not opening up and taking up precious resources. Yeah, so in this case, there's nothing major here, but if you ever see anything that's taking up hundreds of megabytes or even gigabytes of RAM, you would definitely want to get rid of that app immediately. So here, I'm not going to use the DirecTV remote application, and it is taking up some of my resources there, not a lot, but we can just go ahead and disable that. Another thing that you can do on your phone that's going to make it feel much smoother and much faster immediately is you can change the animation settings. So when I open an app, say Twitter, you see how it kind of has that transition when you open it up or when you close it. That little animation is the transition animation that I'm talking about here. Even when we open the YouTube app, there, it takes just that extra little half a second to load that transition animation. Samsung has actually built in a feature into the settings to get rid of those transition animations or to at least reduce them, and that's going to make your phone feel much faster immediately. So you go into your settings, go to advanced features, and then this option right here, reduce animations. If you go ahead and click that, now when I go back to the home screen, you see it reduces that animation. There's still a little bit of an animation, but it's a little quicker. So you guys can see it feels a little faster than it felt before. That just is a quick and easy way to automatically speed up your phone, or at least to have it to feel like it's sped up a little bit. So another way that we can increase performance here is to help boost RAM management. So in the past, Samsung has had some kind of garbage RAM management where they would force close applications to save on battery life. That hasn't been the case for me with the Galaxy S10, but to ensure that you get the best performance when it comes to RAM management, the easiest way that you can do that is to go into your settings, go into device care, go over here where it says memory, go ahead and click that. And then right here in the menu, you can go to apps that aren't checked. So any app that you add here, it's not going to be checked for memory usage. This means that Samsung won't kill it. It will be able to continue to run in the background. And when you say you go to Twitter, you use it for a little while, you leave it for a little while, and then you go back to it, if it's killed it off, then it has to reload from scratch, and that may take half a second or a second. It can kind of make the phone feel slow when it's always having to reload those apps from scratch. So if there's any app that you know you're going to use several times a day and you don't want to have to wait for it to reload, you can go to add and then just check any of these that you would use multiple times a day. So for me, that would be my Twitter app, my YouTube Studios app, probably my ESPN app. So if we add those, now no matter what we do, those applications are not going to crash and you're not going to have to reload them from scratch. All right, so one of the great features of the Galaxy S10 and S10 Plus is that QHD Plus display. All of those pixels being pushed out can make some situations a little less than optimized, mainly just when you're playing video games. You're not going to notice a difference going from app to app or going from screen to screen. Changing the resolution on your phone is not really going to help you there, but it may help you with some frame loss and stuttering in gaming. So if you have any of that, then changing your resolution can speed up gaming performance. So the way that you would do that is go into your settings, go into display, and you're going to go to resolution. So I have mine all the way to QHD plus. If you go to HD, this is going to be like 720 plus. And basically, it's going to help you with your battery life, and it's going to help you in those certain circumstances like when you're gaming. One of the best things that you can do for performance is to reboot your phone periodically. Most of us don't really think to reboot our phones at all. If you're like me, you just plug your phone up at the end of the night, and whenever you wake up, it's all charged and ready to go. Things can get a little sluggish over time, and you may find that rebooting your phone can speed things up. So you can actually set this to auto reboot. If you go into your device care, and then you go into your menu here, there's an option for auto restart. So when you turn this on, your phone will be set to restart every Sunday at 3 a.m. This way it's going to do it at a time where you're probably not using your phone. Most people are sleeping at 3 a.m. You're not actually using your phone. And if you did happen to be up at 3 a.m., you're probably not doing anything super important, so it would not be super inconvenient to have your phone to reboot once a week on Sundays. But this is going to give you kind of a clean slate and a fresh start on your phone, and it can really increase your performance. All right, guys, so that about wraps it up. That is beast mode on the Galaxy S10 and S10 Plus. With those little bitty tweaks, you're going to get the best possible performance out of this brand new device. If you liked the video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe to this channel for more content like this in the future. Also, be sure that you have the notification bell checked. That way, you're always notified when new videos come out. Thanks, guys, for watching. Be blessed. I'll see you in the next one.